Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today we've got a ton of things to cover, starting with Intel's 10900K getting over 7 GHz, Tiger Lake's GPU is way more powerful, B550 board's release date, and release info on Big Navi and Nvidia's RTX 3000 series. This is big. But first, check out the new Gamer Meld newsletter where you'll be kept up to date when PC hardware actually releases, as well as some great deals. Check that out in the description below. Okay, it's news time, and first up for today, as many of you who saw my last video know that the review embargoes on Intel's 10th gen CPUs have been lifted, and in the video I didn't have that many great things to say. Not that it isn't impressive how far Intel has been able to push their 14nm process, more so that it's exactly what we expected, 2 more cores on their same Skylake architecture. Now, I didn't cover the overclocking because there wasn't that much out on it, plus when both Ryzen and Intel's parts are overclocked, things don't really change. With that said, Intel has just achieved a pretty huge feat, as one of the first major overclocking records was done by ASUS's own Swedish overclocker Elmore, who was able to get the 10900K up to an almost unbelievable 7.7 GHz across all 10 cores. 7.7 GHz, people. That's seriously impressive to say the least. He did it with a voltage of 1.194 volts using liquid helium. Now, it goes without saying that he had to use something, but remember that liquid helium actually gets colder than liquid nitrogen. Still, this is a big deal. Not only that, but I got an email from G-Skill that they were able to push the company's Trident Z Royal to a blistering 6.6 GHz using ASUS's Maximus 12 Apex motherboard. Basically, while the Z490 almost seems like a reskin of last gen, these boards can definitely push some big clocks. And speaking of pushing things, it looks like Intel could be getting a big boost with Tiger Lake. In a story originally posted by Notebook Check, they found numerous 3D Mark benchmarks on Intel's upcoming Tiger Lake U processors. And as you can see, Intel's integrated GPUs have gotten a serious uplift in performance. In fact, we're looking at well over double that of Ice Lake. Even the 48 execution units in the i3 crushes the 64 EUs on the current gen i7. That's a serious boost, and remember that Tiger Lake will be the first to use Intel's Xe architecture, which is what their discrete GPUs will be built on. Not only that, but according to Firestrike benchmarks from RO Game, these new chips are even better than 7nm Vega. Now, with that said, RO Game isn't sure that the AMD part is 25 watts against Intel's 28 watt part. Either way, we can see with Notebook Check's benchmarks that there isn't a huge difference in GPU performance between Intel's 15 and 25 watt parts. Basically, AMD may need to watch out. Then again, don't forget that their Ryzen 4000 mobile chips use Vega, so they've still got RDNA up their sleeve. Either way, Intel is finally coming back hard. Next up for today, while AMD officially announced the B550 boards a little while back, their board partners are finally showing off the upcoming motherboards. And most every board includes PCI Express 4.0 M.2 and 16x PCI Express slots. Basically, these are some really impressive mid-range boards, though remember that they do not support 2nd or 1st gen Ryzen. Either way, they're set for release on June 16th, and though I haven't done it in a little while, if you'd like for me to do one of my motherboard comparison videos, let me know down in the comments below. Lastly for today, I've got a huge story that I know most everyone, me included, have been waiting for. So let's just get right to it. The story originally comes from the news outlet DigiTimes, and as you can see, the article is mostly about graphics card shipment numbers. But right here, you can see they mention that both AMD and Nvidia are set to launch their next-gen GPUs in September. And it's interesting because they state it as almost a matter of fact. See, DigiTimes is a pretty big news outlet based in Taiwan, and they do have a ton of insiders at their disposal. Plus, they've been very accurate on leaks in the past. Now, that doesn't mean they've never gotten anything wrong, but this is definitely a big statement, and they seem pretty sure about it. What's really exciting is that we've already seen stories claiming AMD's 4th gen desktop Ryzen is also coming in September. Now, if Big Navi and Nvidia's RTX 3000 series make their debut as well, let's just say September is going to be a huge month. And make sure to subscribe to keep up with all the juicy details as they become available. So while that does it for today, are you finally ready for next-gen GPUs, or are you waiting for 4th-gen Ryzen? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please subscribe. And as always, have a great day.